Yes, absolutely. Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. I'm going to share my entire screen anyways. Okay, good. Thank you, and thanks to Mumbai India 3D65 and Power Community to give this opportunity and to be with you all here today. So I wanted to bring some common known topics today with Power BI, related to Power BI. It's about mastering analysis with Power BI reports. And I wanted to highlight some tips and tricks, some best practices for Power BI consumers and self-service BI developers. Right. Before we dive into that, short and quick introduction of myself. I am Siang Prova. You can call me Swayam. I'm a program manager at Microsoft with the Power BI Customer Advisory Team. I engage with enterprise customers and help them drive Power BI adoption in their organizations. Prior to MS, Microsoft, I was with Unilever leading the Global Power BI Center of Excellence team from Bangalore, India. Right. I have more than 13 years of experience in BI technologies, mostly in Microsoft BI. So, uh, uh, as you can imagine, actually, and it has been a great journey so far. Right. I think all of us would agree this is the era where data and AI rule. So good. I have put up a short agenda for this, and you can see on the right hand side. And just I would like to confirm myself again. Are you all able to hear me properly and
Yes,
see my
yes, we are.
slides? All okay?
Yes, all good.
Super. Good. Um, so we'll not go through how data analysis is done Power BI today, but I'll highlight some of the capabilities, some tips and tricks, some techniques which will help you do better analysis of Power BI. And as the agenda is highlighted, I would like to start with an understanding of who are you, as in who are you in terms of Power BI user. Are you an end user, a report consumer who only deals with consumption of reports and not, creation of reports, dashboards, data flows, or any other artifact in Power BI? Or are you a self-service BI developer in a way that you might not um, be involved in data set creation, but you are involved in report creation with the already existing data sets, right? In an organization who is trying to drive data culture throughout its entire entity, it's important to know the persona of the user. It's important to know who am I with respect to Power BI, right? Am I a pro developer? Am I an end user? I'm a business user. I'm a super user. Who am I? I think that is one of the most important thing to start with, right? Now, in any way, if you are a report user, report consumer, or even you are using data sets to create reports, what to do analyze report efficiently? I think the best way to design them efficiently, isn't it? So let's have a look at ways that we can analyze and design reports efficiently. And I'll go to the demo in short while, just after explaining some of these points. Better is of use of visual. One of the best practices of report design is how you design your storytelling, right? How you keep your storytelling. Lesser visuals, lesser amount of information, but the flow of information is absolutely correct. Less cluttering. Yes, giving the end users flexibility to slice and dice, to explore, to personalize, to ask Q&A. I think that's the best way of uh, providing end users the power to analyze report efficiently. The second point, and I stress on this very much, is weaponizing the filter pane. A lot of us get confused on whether to use filters, whether to use a slicer, right? A filter pane is the out of box um, capability provided by Power BI, provided in Power BI reports. Why not use that? It's performant. It gives you advanced filtering options, slicing, dicing options, and And it's faster than slicers. Yes, there might be scenarios where you would like to use slicers, but I think weaponizing filter pane to make your end users use the slicing and dicing capabilities from there, and saving the space in the visualization pane really makes sense. Really would increase the efficiency of the report as itself, right? Now, the advanced analytics options. I've seen reports, tens of reports, people, report authors just build reports, uh, uh, visuals with visuals which are just normal. Why not add some advanced analytics? Why not add some AI visuals? Why not give the user the power to use some of the advanced capabilities? And I would show some of that to you. Another is teach and train Q&A. I think we are all talking about ChatGPT. Q&A has in Power BI was there since its inception. I believe 2015 was the first when I started using Q&A. It was still in its nascent stage. However, it was quite powerful since then. I think Q&A has come a long way. You can now teach and train how to use Q&A to the end users. If end users want to use different kind of language to understand, you can take input from that and can train your Q&A to better understand the end user's question and relate to the data set, right? The last point is personalized visual. It's a very, very powerful tool. It gives the flexibility to the end users to analyze reports, visuals, which you haven't put it already. You cannot put all kinds of visuals in there, right? You cannot put every insights that you find there. You have to give end users the capability, the freedom, the flexibility to explore on their own, understand what is there inside the data. So Q&A and personalized visual are the empowering tools to the end user, right? So saying that, let's quickly move to a short demo, okay? And I'll keep it short because I've some slides. Okay, good. So if you see here, and again, I would like to confirm if you're able to see my screen. I shared my whole window though. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yes.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, it's just a simple report. Let's have some of the, so I have this executive summary where I know that there is a flow of my report information. It's ideal for me. It's not cluttered with a lot of data. I can see I have a help icon and an information icon to help me navigate around my report. I haven't built any filter pane here, but I should have. So I should have given filter pane the capability to for the end users to slice and dice, etc. Right. Let's move into the advanced analytics, which I was speaking about. I've used here forecasting option, if you see, and let me go to the edit mode. Just to quickly show you. So I'm giving here forecasting capability, which is there. I do have other capabilities too, like a constant line, like a trend line, median, percentile line. Why not use that? Why not add some more information to compare with for the end users? I think it's absolutely brilliant. There's a new feature that had come in very recently. I won't say too recent, but still, error bars. It's been a year, I would say. Error bars. I think it's a great opportunity to find the anomalies within a chart. Why not use that, right? Why not use the anomalies range actually, and you can do some sensitivity configuration here to actually highlight your anomaly range, right? Why not give that? Then there is another analyze option one, and let me show that to you. So this is my chart which shows, the trend of, I think it's sales amount, the sales amount for each of the month for 2017 and 18. And if you see, I have categorized it with different categories. I want to see what has caused the increase from June 2018 to August 2018. I think that's a huge growth, right? So what I'll do is I'll click on it and I'll say analyze. The moment I do this, Power BI understands that I'm going to some kind of a request will reach for explaining the increase. So if I click explain on increase, it will give me different factors that may have contributed. Remember, I say may because it's again an algorithm, might not be very much uh, 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 very much correct, but it definitely gives you a capability to have a look at what are the factors that are responsible for that increase. You will see not much for other categories. You will see this other subcategory would actually have made some increase, and you will see it will summarize you some of the contents here. And again, by order quantity, by month, and unit price discount. So different kind of fields, how they are contributing to this increase, it's being shown here, right? You can have a scatter chart. You can change the charts to analyze more, you know. So I think it's a beautiful way of looking at the chart. Again, let's have another look. So I have this. I know that the sales amount for mountain road bikes is, and let me actually make this a little bit bigger. I know that road bikes are sold more than mountain bikes. Can we know the reason why? So I go to analyze again and see where this distribution is different. Who are buying road bikes more than mountain bikes, right? So it's some of them is NA, which is might not be known. So I think let's go down. You would say that the road bikes, the list price with $5 are we say that tires and tubes are actually selling high for road bikes, and hence there is more sales amount for road bikes. And we can go down and keep on looking at the n number of analysis that Power BI presents to us. Why not utilize that? So it's very empowering, isn't it? Right? Okay. Let's go to next one. Let's go to, I'll hide this. Teach and train Q&A is absolutely awesome. So if you see here, and I can ask a question about my data, and it already shows me suggestions. Remember, this suggestions will change with respect to time and with respect to users asking questions. So if I say that out of 100 users, 10 users ask how's the sales amount for this country, the suggestion will change accordingly, right? The queries are cached. The larger the amount of relative queries that are being generated by or asked by the users are being cached and are shown here. Some of the suggestions are also I'll just open the desktop version. Some of the suggestion can also be configured by the report author. Okay, good. And I'll show something more on this, but a little bit later. And of course, you can ask any questions. So total sales by customer maybe, and I get this by customer. So maybe I would like a table. I can change it to a table chart too, right? It looks so awesome. Why not do that? Or maybe for here is equal to 2019. It will show only for 2019. Okay. So this is financial year 2019. So this is a fiscal year 2019. So yeah, right. So this is absolutely wonderful. Q&A will give you such empowerment, give the end user such and help in analysis efficiently, right? Okay, cool. Let's look into another thing, which is personalized visuals. I think this is very powerful, and this gives you or the end user the capability to change the visual as a whole. Right now, I have a sort bar chart. If I give the user the capability to change this, okay, I have to go into reading view. See that. Okay, so in the reading view, which is in the end user view, I do see that the personalized, if I click on personalized visual, it gives me the ability to change my visual into a column chart, right? Oh, this is nice because I can now compare. I can change, I don't want to see country. Maybe I want to see on a higher level group. Okay, North America, Europe, Pacific. Maybe I would drill down to country now. So I'll add country, right? Now I can drill up and drill down, right? drill down to. Now, again, I would like to show some more. Maybe I would like to see by order quantity, right? And maybe the legend by maybe suppose product category, right? Why not? And what end user can do is to save it as a group. Right? Save it. Remember, the bookmark that I've done does not change the underlying report. It just changed the view that I have. Cool, super cool. Good. Let me quickly show you the Q&A feature which I wanted to show you. In the report authoring view, you would see something like this, where you have the capability to teach and train your Q&A model, where I can go ahead and ask, okay, uh, top 10 advanced products or by components. Now it will ask me, or hold on. Okay, top 10 advanced product. Now, if you look at it here, there is a red line under advanced because it doesn't understand what's advanced. Or maybe let's replace to awesome products. What's awesome? It doesn't understand what's awesome, but let's submit. So it will say, I don't understand awesome. Can you please describe awesome for me? So I will say, okay, sales amount is greater than 1,000. So products that have sales amount greater than thousands are awesome, and I can save it. So next time a user pings awesome or types awesome, not ping, sorry, types awesome, it can, I have taught my Q&A that awesome means sales amount greater than 1,000, and every product greater than 1,000 will be showing up, right? And you can add that many words. You don't have to worry. You can manage your terms here. So I manage my terms here, and you can add field synonyms. So if I say, okay, my country, if I want to have country, I can call country as nation, yes. Country maybe as nation state, no. Maybe group as continent, which I have added continent. You can add n number of synonyms there so that your end users, if in one part of the globe they call it continent, it's fine. If another part of the group, if they call it region, then also it's fine. Another part of the globe calls it landform, it's fine. You can add field synonyms. Then you can review questions. Now, review questions is something that I already told. End users will ask n number of questions, and you can actually review those questions and add them as suggestions. Okay, cool. Super cool, I believe. Okay, good. Now, give the power to end users for them to analyze the reports efficiently, right? Okay, let's move on. Moving on is dataset exploration. Now, dataset exploration is another place where it's very close to my heart, because I, being a super user, have been understanding uh, this as an integral component to adoption of data, driving data culture throughout the organization, right? Now, Power BI and Excel are like soul partners. I personally believe Excel dependency is like going to stay forever. And I don't want to sound biased towards Power BI, because I really believe so. And I think Microsoft also understands this, right? And that is the reason why Microsoft is bringing Excel, um, Power BI, and Teams together to have more and more impact on the ground level workers, the blue collar workers who interact with Excel almost on a daily level. The main idea is to introduce different integrations, as I said, and let's look into currently what you can do is analyze in Excel. Of course, you can go to my go to a report, say I want to analyze in Excel. And when you export and analyze in Excel, it downloads a ODC file, a connection file, and you can go What you can also do, suppose you don't want to go to the Power BI service at all, you directly can go ahead and connect to the Power BI data set from here, right? So you can connect directly from Power BI here. So if you just connect to Power BI, every data set that you have access to can be accessed from here. So you can either insert a pivot table or can just go through the data reports. Okay, you can just go through the reports from there, right? And of course, on top of it, if you have data in the Excel, you can always write complex macros to do anything. I think this is one of the most advanced features that Excel has and cannot be replaced by any other technology there, right? What else? Let's have a look. What else? So you can just also upload directly an Excel workbook to Power BI and start getting insights. And I will show you that quickly after this slide. I end this slide. Talking about data flows and data marts. I think I quickly touch base on this. You would argue why I put this ETL capabilities here. I myself have felt working in my past organization that one of the major components of data set exploration is to understand what data contains and the ability to transform it, to merge it with other data, right? And hence I put data flows and data marts. And of course you can do it in Excel, right? You can already have Power connected to Power BI data set, and then you can import other data in Excel and start working with all the lookups and all the formulas that you can use. Data flows and data marts also give you this capability in a much advanced way. They are secure, they are easy to collaborate with, and of course, they can be distributed in a very secure way, right? I the amount of transformations that you can do with data flows and data marts is absolutely humongous. It gives you the power backed by Power Query Engine with M language, which is being diversified as we speak. And I think it's a great way for data science exploration. Everyone, but you should try it. Right. I would not deep dive among the comparisons for the comparisons, but I would. That's out of scope of the session. I'm sorry, but it's definitely awesome to try to. Right. Let's go into a small, short demo where I would like to show you how we can generate. So I have this workspace. I go and say, okay, I upload a file, okay, and let's see what file I can. Um, do I have anything here? I don't think I have. Okay. Okay. Browse. So I'm just uploading us AdventureWorks Sales Excel. Remember, this is an Excel with 5-6 Excel report, Excel sheets. Sorry, not reports, and it will be importing the data. While this could take a little while, this should be okay. So it's uploaded. My whole Excel is uploaded now. Now the data set is there. I can see these are the tables. What can I do with this? I can create a report, right? Go ahead. I can auto create a report or start creating from scratch. So that would be an empty report. Now I can also create a paginated report. That's so exciting. I do have a data which is uploaded into my cloud, and I can start creating with it. Let's do something interesting with auto create. Right now, I don't know what the data is about. Suppose I don't know what the data is about. I want Power BI to help me to get a quick insight. And, I would let Power BI to create a report for me. And a report is automatically created. Did I create it? No. I uploaded a workbook and just said auto create. It's absolutely awesome. And as a first time working with the data first time, I think it's very interesting that I have such capabilities already, where I can go ahead and start exploring with the data with the already existing insights that's there, right? And I can start editing it, save it, and start editing it. Super awesome. Good. Okay, good. The next part is of analyzing reports efficiently is utilizing Power BI service, Power BI or Power BI Online. I think Power BI service has humongous capabilities through which report neither either the reports can be managed efficiently, it can be analyzed efficiently, it can be collaborated with efficiently, right? So let's talk about a little bit about sharing and collaboration, content discoverability, and one of my favorite topics, Power BI Mobile. Now, about sharing and collaboration, how we work has changed considerably, right? Every process, every action, every data that we look into gives us some insights that needs to be shared with other individuals, that needs to be shared maybe within the organization. I mean, this is a part of driving data culture within the organization, is sharing data, sharing insights, understanding each other's perspective on what can be done, what the data means, what not, right? And I absolutely believe that collaboration was the key to organizational adoption of data culture. Now, I think Power BI has absolutely awesome capabilities on sharing and collaboration. As I have highlighted here, you can see the commenting feature. I think it's been a little bit old, but I would say commenting feature has served as a large collaborating large collaborating feature in during this time. I think people are now shifting to Teams, but yeah, it is still there. Chat or embed on Teams, which is growing in user base and in usage as we speak. You can go ahead and start embedding in Teams, right? It's so awesome. Present live report in PPT. I think this was one of the feature which just went berserk when it when it was released. People had been asking them, maybe asking this feature for a long time, and when it came in, it just exploded, just bursted. For subscribing to report, either Power BI reports or page-oriented reports, I think there are some asks related to it. Data-driven subscriptions, which is still in queue, which are going to come very soon. But currently, the subscription capabilities gives us enough power to actually provide alerting or subscription capabilities to the end users, right? Now, sharing data set or template apps. You can share your data set. You can build up a report on a data set and share it as a template app, share it as a template file. Other people can connect to a similar kind of a data set in their own area, in their own department, and start working on it, right? And of course, Power BI Mobile, where if you have been shared reports, you can start analyzing on the go, start working on the go, right? Let's look into some of this feature, and I will show you some of the Power BI things to later on. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's go. That won't save. Let's go the Adventure Works demo again, quickly show you subscription, and we should be good. So you are able to analyze in Excel, embed live data, and I hope it gets open in a new one, not here. Oh, good. So yeah, so there's a new Power BI report, and I've embedded live Power BI. PowerPoint, where I have embedded live Power BI. I think it's still coming up, so we'll give it some time. In the meantime, go back and look at some of the other things. So you have export to PowerPoint, PDF. You can directly chat in Teams, right? I won't click it because it will redirect to my Microsoft Teams. And you can get insights. So guess what? You just get not only will be able to get insight from a single visual, you can just get insight from the whole data set itself. And of course, you can subscribe to it. You can create bookmarks. You can comment on certain. So if I click on United States and I say, okay, and I start a conversation, I will say, look at this. post. So people will uh, uh, people would be able to, it would be bookmarked. This link is bookmarked that I've created for you, United States. I've clicked for United States or filtered for United States, and people will have people can have a look at that view, right? Good. Let's see if my Power BI report has come in. I think don't have add-ins here. I'm so sorry, but we'll move on anyways, because I think you now know that it's possible. Okay, what else? Chat in Teams, it's absolutely awesome, because not only you can just chat, you can put up a channel, you can put up a tab in Teams. The more you start working with Teams and Power BI, the more you understand how well knit is Power BI with Teams. I think you can share one single visual too. This is the capability to chat, share the whole report. However, you can go ahead and share with, let me share with Teams. Just for this visual, remember, visual level chatting is also available. That means if you have an insight to share from a single visual, you can share it with your team members, right? Super awesome. And of course, you can share a single visual in PowerPoint. Good. Okay, moving on. I would like to speak a little bit about Power BI Mobile. Let's see if I have. I think I have. We'll go there to that slide specifically. Power BI mobile app, I think it's absolutely rightly said, do more with less. Microsoft has invested quite a lot in Power BI Mobile, and I would say Power BI Mobile is one of the best mobile app for any visualization tool in the market. So go for any visualization tool, see if they have a mobile app which is as advanced as Power BI Mobile. It is available in all types of mobile phones, iOS, Android, Windows. You can view the data offline. You can, the data is cached. Some of the data is cached. You might not be able to slice and dice. However, you definitely can view some of the KPIs. There is a mobile layout, user-friendly mobile layout, which report authors can actually draw before publishing the report, so that every time your report users, if they are going to look at that from mobile, they have the mobile layout specifically and not the whole desktop layout, which might be quite clumsy if you see in a small screen, right? Q&A by text and speech, absolutely awesome. I think iOS has a button where you can just click on it. Slice and dice, absolutely yes, available. You can annotate and share. Yes, you can annotate. There is annotation capabilities. You can share it on other links. I think it depends on how annotate and share is actually encouraged, because different organizations have different security mechanisms for it. Though it cannot be stopped, however, I think it cannot be disabled, but definitely it needs to be more secure, right? I think I have put 2 points. But if you want to know more about Microsoft mobile app, you can go to a dedicated learning module, which is there, Exploring Power BI mobile app. Okay. Okay, I wanted to talk about a little bit about advanced collaboration with Power Automate and Power Apps. I think all of you know that Power Platform is closely knit together, right? And I have seen many organizations adopt this framework of, I don't know where this, with other, oh, okay, it's hidden behind. Let me show you this to you first. So this is an important diagram where it shows how closely knit Power Platform components are, from insight to action through Power Platform. And using Power Apps, Power BI and Power Automate, you can unleash huge benefits, and you can enhance your solutions much more better. You can automate your solutions much more better. I think a lot of organizations are leveraging these components together to make brilliant solutions. Consider a scenario where Power BI, Power App visual is embedded in Power BI. You can have a write back, which can trigger a write back on the data source, and which can again be consumed by Power BI, right? Having a vicious circle. It's just simply brilliant. And I think at the last session with Dataverse would also agree that, because they also have a Power App integration, you can do a lot with Dataverse, Power App, Power Automate. I think the whole integration is absolutely well done. Okay, good. What else? I just wanted to show this slide to you because this has all my Power Automate actions, and this is fun. I think in shortage of time, we'll just go ahead with the last slide, which is about discoverability. Okay, and let me. Okay, data and content discoverability, and I'm done. So data and content discoverability, and it's important. I want another minute. Data and content discoverability is all about how the users find the endorsed and trusted sources in of data, right? They don't have access to, suppose. Now, it's key to organizational data culture, and I'm repeating this word again and again because it's so core to me. It's so core to the adoption. It's so core to what I do in Microsoft. I think the data culture promotion is all about promoting shared data sets, using one single source of truth for all within the organization. Think, if I don't know that there is a data set exists which might fulfill my requirements, I would start creating the data sets. Effort, more time, and of course, we lose that concept of single shared data source, right? So how how Power BI promotes data and content discoverability is to two options. One at the data set level, which is also known as the endorsement and discovery settings. You go to the data set settings where you find this. I'll quickly show this. And another is to Data Hub, through where I, as a report user, know that I have these data sets that I have access to or not access to, because I might not have access to all the data sets. The Data Hub will show all the endorsed data sets that have been endorsed by the report author, right? I quickly show this and I'll end. So if you go to Data Hub, you will see all your endorsed data sets. So everything which is endorsed in my organization, you can go and I think you can just click here. Here you will have request permissions options. I don't have anything here, but you can see if I have promoted a data set, it will be highlighted here. You can request for access. Okay. And even if I go to a data set setting, suppose I would have something which is called as endorsement and discovery, through which I can say, okay, this is promoter. Please make it discoverable so that my users can access this data set and request permissions. Okay. So if I apply, I can see in the Data Hub that my Contoso sample report is now promoted. And this will be shown in everybody's, in the organizational users data Hub, right? From where they can start requesting for access and contacting their data set owner. Good, I'm okay, I'm all done. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. We can take a couple of questions, or we can just talk. Don't worry about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. It was really a great session, and the way you have demonstrated it's very commendable. And definitely, analyzing the report is much smoother and easier, and it doesn't require any technical support. So thank you for sharing your knowledge, and definitely our attendees have learned a lot. So we have one question. What are the data cleaning and transformation features available in out-of-box Power BI?
If you have tried, if you're working with Power BI Desktop, you definitely can transform data. Anything, what is available in Excel is there in Power BI and more. You can start cleaning your blanks, nulls, handling your logics, business logics, merging with data, add columns, add custom columns based on some complex logic. You can bring in JSON and parse it. You can bring in a Parquet file and parse it. You can change the data types of the columns, or have the substring, have extract substrings, or replace values, pivot, unpivot, transform, whatnot. Everything's available. There is a Microsoft Learning path which will highlight all these capabilities, I can definitely share it with you.
Thanks, Pam. So I don't see any more questions. And thank you once again for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you so much.